Saroyan's early career, of course, had its ups and downs, like any writer. And he was first published in 1928 in a small magazine called The San Franciscan. Sadly, we don't have a physical copy, but we do have scans of the issue that his first article appeared. An article titled How to Write, which is fascinating considering it was his first publication. He published a couple of more places until 1928 when he published in Overland magazine. Overland was a major publication at the time. It'd been around since the 1870s, founded by legendary California writer Bret Harte. This article in here, called Portrait of a Bum, was his first of several appearances between 1928 and about 1931 in Overland. Of course, even while he was successfully getting stuff in magazines like Overland, he was still striking out, and you can see here rejection letters from the New Yorker and Viking Press, which happens. But eventually, he sold his most important early story. And in 1934, The Daring Young Man on the Flying Trapeze appeared in Story magazine. This was a sensation, and pretty soon after, he sold a whole collection of his early stories, called The Daring Young Man on the Flying Trapeze and Other Stories. There are dozens of versions, not only in English, but in Spanish, Russian, Armenian, French, Greek, all sorts of languages. And we're lucky enough at Forever Saroyan to have several of these in the collection. The interesting thing is that so much of Saroyan's early time was defined by him finding himself as a writer, as well as being a San Franciscan. So having these two in the same case right next to each other really does make some sense.